Istemi thus integrated Hunnic warriors into his army, and with the conquest of Sogdia, deprived the Persians of an important source of power. In the following years, many Turks settled in the cities along the Silk Road, including Tashkent and Samarkand, so that they came into close contact with the Sogdians, a people consisting mainly of merchants, traders, and diplomats. The surrounding region is now known as Turkestan, the land of the Turks, who rose to become the dominant culture in the centuries that followed. While the Gökturks were still in power, there was a real economic boom in Central Asia. Chinese reports show that agriculture, manufactures, and trade of the mainly Iranian natives in the west of the Khaganate experienced a new heyday. The Gökturks also financially supported the development of infrastructure. For example, sewage systems in Sogdia were repaired after decades of wars. The Tashkent region of Kyrgyzstan also saw technical advances in pottery and glazing. However, after the White Huns were defeated, the Khaganate bordered the Persian Empire for the first time. The border remained unsettled. In addition, there was the question of control of the trade routes leading to East Asia. The battle for the Silk Road had just begun. Meanwhile, in the east, Mukan joined the Zhou dynasty in the war against the Qi dynasty. The southern front was led by Zhou general Daxi Wu. His goal was to capture the border town of Pingyang. In the north, a combined Turkic-Chinese army attacked. The Turkic warriors joined forces with an army of Chinese led by Yang Zhong. The combined force then marched into the Qi area and advanced to Taiyuan. The northern Qi, led by Emperor Wucheng, could not withstand the onslaught of the Zhou and Gökturks. However, Wucheng did not stand by idly. He instructed the legendary general, Hulu Guang, to stop the Zhou attack in the south. At the same time, Wucheng himself marched off to Taiyuan with an army to repel Yang Zhong and the Turks. When he entered the city, he was so impressed by the strength of the enemy soldiers that he initially wanted to flee the battlefield. Only at the urging of some high-ranking princes did Wucheng turn back and face his enemies. The Qi were unable to drive out the attacking army, but were able to hold Taiyuan for the time being. The city was then besieged by the Turkic army in the winter of 563-564, but never fully brought under control. It was not until the following spring that Wucheng was able to turn the tide and force the Zhou Göktürk army to retreat. At the same time, Hulu Guang's forces were victorious over Daxi in the south. Thus, the first offensive of the Göktürks and the Zhou Empire had failed to meet expectations. Daxi led a second offensive the following year. This time, the Qi Emperor Wucheng ordered the two generals Duan and Hulu to protect Luoyang from the Zhou onslaught. Indeed, the combined Qi army quickly defeated the forces of Daxi. While Hulu could rejoice in the rise of his prestige and a title awarded by the emperor, Wucheng had to worry about the fact that it had been mainly the Göktürks who had attacked and successfully plundered the Taiyuan area. The Turks had retreated without suffering any casualties, and they had not even joined the second offensive, while the Zhou only narrowly lost the battle. In the end, the Ashina and Zhou dynasties sent signs of strength to the Qi, and the Turks asserted themselves as a major power in the region. Both wars, in Afghanistan as well as in China, had a tremendous impact on the political course of the following 2 decades. As an indirect consequence, the Turks came to control the Silk Road in the medium term, a road that actually consisted of many smaller trade roads, which in turn spanned 2 continents. For the longest time, the notorious commodity, silk, had been exclusively cultivated in East Asia.